Meet Waterfly Natu, the world's first Kung Fu backpack aimed at travellers, students, gym goers, or for anyone who wants that all-important organisation in their lives. I don't usually review accessory items and was expecting to do a simple gear review. What I didn't expect was that this backpack could actually work in the chaos of my modern life. You know, being a YouTuber and all. On first impressions, the Kung Fu backpack feels and looks really good quality. With its khaki colour and 26 litres of storage space, it screams adventurer. The backpack's material is made from an eco-friendly, water-resistant nylon, which feels and seems lightweight. Their logo is clearly visible too, which has a high quality stitching, and it almost feels a little bit like Velcro. Straight away you'll notice the front stretchy loops, which can house items like jackets, hats, or other gear. At the moment, I'm just improvising with a small towel. They can also be used to compress the bag's contents, making the load more stable and compact, with a simple press and pull system to tighten or loosen, which is super appreciated. Next, we have the front pocket, with a pretty hefty zipper, which is of sturdy quality and doesn't seem like it's going to snag at all. The pocket is large enough to house things like first aid kits, rope, and even snacks, for those who love to snack on the go. At the top of the backpack is a buckle system, which rolls upward. I thought this was a very nice touch, and was very different to any other type of backpack I've had. Due to it being a roll top and not a zipper compartment, it means once unravelled you have a very large mouth to throw your items in or take your items out, which is a huge time saver in my eyes. The Kung Fu backpack is plenty big enough in there for most items, depending on personal interests. When it comes to the shoulder strap, there's a decent amount of cushioning with a hexagon-style shock-absorbing material, which feels very comfortable whilst carrying your shopping or any kind of other load. There's the added bonus of extra clasps, which support your upper and lower frame, making the backpack good for your posture. The lower buckle system can be removed fairly easily, but I personally like this as I suffer from lower back pain, so having the extra support there will be beneficial in the long run. The buckles are of a good quality too. I don't think I've seen a system like this. This backpack has a built-in whistle. For any possible emergencies one could find themselves in. No! No! My old bag didn't support a built-in whistle, which automatically makes the Natu Kung Fu sports bag way more useful. Across the back of the backpack are the anti-theft pockets, alongside a large pocket for official documentation, laptops, or even a tablet. The middle back has a handy carry strap with their brand name Waterfly in bold, which looks nice and allows seamless attachment or detachment from travel suitcases. Picture this, you're waiting for your flight, you're in the queue, and you need to grab something out your bag. You literally press the buckle, flip it over, unroll it, and boom, you've got access to your desired item there and then, which in my books makes this backpack really attractive, especially for people who like to travel. Who doesn't want to travel without the hassle? There's a dedicated mobile phone carry case, which is super useful for times when you're hiking up the mountains, for example. But for everyday use, I'm not sure it's where I'd keep mine. Thankfully, they thought of this, and it can be removed or moved to the other side, depending on personal preferences. If you're interested in the Shaolin Kung Fu backpack, check out the link in the description. I must point out before we deep dive, there's no shortages in compartments here that I probably should have packed my compass. I got lost several times making this review video. And whilst we're talking about the making of this video, if you like this video, please don't hesitate to hit the like button. Also subscribe to my channel. To access the main guts, you flip the straps over the roll top, where you're greeted with more zippers and compartments, where you can store essentials like clothing, travel accessories, and there's even room here for laptops, tablets, and in my case, cameras and lenses. But the fun doesn't stop here. There's a dedicated pen holder, there's 2 mesh pockets, there's another zipper compartment. To clip your keys in place, you can shove the keys into the mesh and boom, secure. There's even your very own Kung Fu Bruce. Don't worry, I'm not actually included in the package. I mean, it's even water resistant. Not waterproof, no, but it can sustain quite a bit of moisture on the surface. That is just brilliant. And I live in England, so a backpack like this is going to be hugely welcomed. They've literally thought about everything. I know it seems like all I'm doing is loving up on this backpack, but like I legitimately am. This is gonna be a bag that I use day to day now, moving forward. I love their Waterfly branding straight across the middle of the backpack there. Underneath, I don't know if you can see, just there, they've got like a raised bit of material which kind of just shows some ninjas in action. Another great feature when it comes to this backpack is it's pretty well padded, at least a lot better padded than my last bag. It's night and day really, literally nothing on this. And I even found this one to be comfortable. I've had this for about 5 years now, and it's about time I tossed it really. Khaki might not be everyone's taste, but what I have found is the khaki colour goes quite nice with dark clothes. Potentially I look a little bit more fashionable, but that's debatable. Last but not least, there's a water bottle holder. To secure your water bottle, there's also a pull stretch rope. So what's the verdict on the Shaolin Kung Fu backpack? I started this whole thing expecting to review a backpack. I looked at the Waterfly Shaolin Kung Fu backpack as a product, a collection of features, and on that level, it's exceptional, it's durable, comfortable, and brilliantly designed for pretty much any situation. But the real story here isn't about the zippers and the straps, it's about the shift in perspective, trading my chaotic, bottomless pit of a bag for this structured, intentional system forced me to confront my own clutter, both physical and mental. It made me ask what I carried, why I carry it, and do I actually need it? In the end, this is more than just a backpack, it's a statement, and for me, it was the first step in trading a life of clutter for one of clarity, and that's a journey worth taking. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.